I heard you a fan now. It's a little bit too late to take care of me. You could still, boy, even if I got a man now. At least you know where I stand now. I've been there.
Oh, we're dark. I don't know. I'm not turning the exposure up. Probably because the window right there. So y'all see my room is empty because, and y'all might hear echo because it's not a lot of stuff in here. Moving out. Moving date is pretty soon. And yeah. But you don't really need to see me that well. I'm just gonna talk. A lot of people be like, yo, we're missing your pillow talks. I'm like, yo, I'm coming. Like, I'm coming. And y'all know when I make wigs, you know, that's when I be thinking or I really be talking to myself. Like, I be like, yo, like, I'm tired of it. Like, I legit be talking to myself. And it's not like, it's just like some scenarios and some topics come up and I be like, what would I say in that case? Or how do I feel about this? And I mean, whatever. But, so I actually just forgot what I was even thinking about or ranting and raving about in my head. But I know the gist of basically what it was. Okay, so I was sitting here thinking, and I'm going to do the update on the guy who was in my life or whatever the case is right now. I don't even really care or know. But it's complicated and it's rocky, and I said that in another video. But I will do a separate video all on that. It won't be in like full detail because I won't say I'm like a private person. Like I open up to some people and I do tell people, you know, some people how I feel about certain situations. And you know, of course, like I'm my best friend, so when I'm like, or my aunt, or my mom, or whatever, my third mom, whatever y'all wanna, you know, I got 3 mothers. My birth mother, the woman who adopted me after my birth mother passed, and then the woman who took me in when me and my birth mother weren't on good terms. I mean, me and my adoptive mother wasn't on good terms. So, but at the end of the day, I don't like to confuse y'all or whatever, but yeah, I have people who I can talk to, but you know, nobody knows 100% of what goes through my head. You know, nobody thinks like I think. I mean, me and my friends, of course, me and Delary, I would say, definitely have like a similar mindset, but at the end of the day, Daquana is the only person who will understand the decisions that Daquana makes. So I'm gonna go into that topic on a different video, but this one I wanted to talk about just people in general. Now, just little things that I hear or see or witness, and somebody is commenting on my picture right now, asking where I got something from. And on Snapchat, I got gum in my mouth, so I apologize about that, because I know sometimes I'll be like, you know. But no, on Snapchat, on Instagram, on everything, people will always ask where something is from. And I understand being, I guess, an influencer or whatever the case might be. A lot of people wants to know. So I try to take measures. I try to take measures to disclose that, especially when I'm on Instagram. I try to tag every company, everything that I'm wearing, you know, from the hair, of course it's going to be myself, but the hair company probably, the shoes, the whatever the case might, the watch. I try to tag these things because I know people will ask about it, and people don't even bother to, you know, look, and I'll be like, damn. You know, just, I get a question, and don't ever think like you're the only person, like, oh, nobody else really want that. Like, it's legit. Once I post an outfit, a picture, or whatever the case might be, there is like 30 people at once on Snapchat. Where's that from? And I understand it. I totally get it, you know. But that's why I tried to start including like the brands and stuff on the actual screen when I actually post a picture on Snap. And then when I post a picture on Instagram, every time, I'm telling y'all, I tag the companies that the stuff is from. So, you know, you should never have to ask where is it from, because 9 times out of 10 they're tagged. But that's beside the point, and that wasn't even something I really wanted to talk about. But it was just somebody asking me just now, so it kind of came in my head. But anyways, But yeah, on Snap it's like really hard to try to reply to everybody, and that's why the replies probably be like really dry. And I'm not being dry or bougie or stuck up or anything. It's just like, as an influencer, and I'm sure there's many other women, not just plus size women, but a lot of women out there who experience the same thing, especially if they have YouTube channels or Instagrams or whatever, or blogs, whatever the case might be, they experience the same thing, you know. And it's like we're walking advertisements, and not everybody wants to feel like that. You know, not everybody wants to always have to put on a screen or announce, oh, I'm wearing such and such and such. Like, I don't know. Like, sometimes I just want to wear stuff and keep it moving, and that's why I try to haul everything so you know firsthand where it comes from. And I won't have to do that, and I won't have to feel like a walking billboard, you know. But I'm an open-minded person, so I understand where everybody else is coming from. Like, girl, this is what you do for a living. Like, you influence fashion, you influence plus size trends, you do this stuff, so you have to tell us where it's from, which is understandable. But yeah, just sometimes it's overwhelming. Sometimes just watch the whole story, and I might mention where it's from. 9 times out of 10, just tap the picture on Instagram and you'll see where it's from. But that was just a little insert, because I swear somebody just asked about it on Instagram. So something else I saw, a young lady, she said, you know, and it's not, I don't want to pinpoint anybody, because there's a lot of people who have said this, and then she's not the only one. But when you wear a certain thing, it's just like, oh, I wish I was bold enough, I had enough courage to, or, you know, they use that confidence word that I really don't care for. But, you know, they'll say that to wear whatever I have on. You know, a crop top and a skirt, a bodysuit and a skirt, a two-piece set. I have on a two-piece set right now. It got a hoodie, stripes on the side, I think. Yeah, it has stripes on the side. And it has like these capri pants that come to the knee or right under the knee. And it's just a sweatsuit. It is fitted. The shirt is cropped. And if I remember, I'll post a picture. I put it on Instagram and I put it on Snapchat. I put it on everything. Oh, well, just those two things. But yeah. And I wear a lot of these, especially when I'm in the house. And then most of the time when I'm taking selfies, I'm in the house, you know. And people I always get that. It's like on every picture, there will be somebody saying, I wish I was that confident. There will be somebody saying, I wish I could wear that. And I'm just like, you know, sometimes I click these people's pages and I be like, yo, being comfortable with yourself has nothing to do with size anymore. The whole self-love thing has nothing to do with size, because I look at these people and they're smaller. And there's people out there, and I'm like, you know, I don't understand, you know, sometimes. But it's people who's smaller, and they like to comment, and they like to brag about it. And they like to say, in the beginning, they're bragging. But in the end, they're letting out their insecurities, you know. You're bragging to be a size or 2 or 10 sizes smaller than me. And you're bragging to be 100 pounds, 50 pounds lighter than me. You're bragging about all of this. Yet you turn around and say, I would never wear something like that, which just shows you're not comfortable in yourself. Or maybe that's just not your style. But 9 times out of 10 in my head, I'm saying, oh, well, you're not comfortable enough with yourself to wear something like that. Like, I don't understand, you know? But yeah, the comment will go something like, wow, I'm a size 8. And I wouldn't even wear anything like that, you know, but you're doing it. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You know, I think I probably mentioned that in another video. But, like I said, that's just contradicting yourself. And if you're so happy about being so many sizes smaller than me, or whatever the case might be, then why do you have to turn around and say, but you're not comfortable with yourself, you know? But I just, you know, for the most part, a lot of these comments, I have to review them first before anybody posts anything, because I don't have time for negativity, and I don't have time to even wait for that person to get my followers all riled up, you know, or my viewers all riled up and cussing them out and stuff. Like, nah, y'all, let's keep positivity over here. I will, from time to time, have a clap back on somebody. Like the other day, some girl was like, and my clapbacks ain't even like crazy, but the girl was like, oh, have you ever thought about losing weight and toning up. And I was like, and have you? Like, what the fuck? Everybody thinks about losing weight. Everybody thinks about how they look if they was a different skin tone. It crosses their mind, like, how would I look if I was lighter or darker? Oh, how would I look if I was smaller or bigger? You know, how would I look with that hairstyle? You always picture yourself somewhere else once in your lifetime at least. And yes, I've thought about you losing weight. Yes, in 2015, I lost weight. Yes, I've gained some weight back. Do I give a fuck? No, because at the end of the day, I still love myself. No matter what size I am, all I worry about is good health. Like, get the fuck out of here. Somebody said to me, I see, because I use ISO products. I don't drink the tea every day of the month, okay, but I do detox with the tea. I don't drink the coffee every day of the month, but lately I did start back using my products every single day, all the products basically that I started using, like the resolution drops, the tea, the coffee, the Nutriverse, you know, I have, because I was like, you know, I want to drop some pounds or whatever. But you know, I posted something, I don't remember what it was, and it was like, oh, glad to see you're doing this again, because it's why I followed you in the first place, to see your weight loss journey or whatever. But glad to see you doing it again, basically. And it's not just one person who said that, so I'm not coming for anybody specifically, but it's people who say, oh, you know, are you still doing this and stuff like that. But it doesn't really faze me. You know, I say what I gotta say, and I say, you don't even know if if I stopped my weight loss journey, and it wasn't even like technically people will call it a weight loss journey. For me, it was, I'm trying to get healthy, you know. I don't want diabetes, I don't want high blood pressure and all that, you know, so that's what it was for me. So yeah. But it's just people who say things and they don't know how it's gonna come off to others, and sometimes they don't care how it comes off to you, you know. But yeah, she was like, have you ever thought about losing weight and toning it up? Have you? The fuck? Like, bye. Delete your comment. I leave it up there long enough for you to see my response, and then I'll delete it, because I don't need my viewers to come after your ass. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know? And there's a lot of people who watch your video, and y'all think people are playing. Y'all think vloggers or whatever you want to call us, influencers, y'all think they're playing when they come on here and say that there are people who are subscribed to you who just wait for you to post a video. They even have your notifications on just so they can thumbs down your video as soon as you post it. And I feel like I have those people, you know. I feel like you didn't even see me say, you didn't even watch the intro fully. You ain't let me say, hey loves, how are you? You just thumbs it down immediately just because you don't like my personality, you don't like me, whatever the case might be, you don't like the way I look. There are men who will come on here and tell you that you're not worthy enough to have a man, basically. That's what they'll tell you. They'll say, you're doing too much on here, you're showing too much, blah, blah, blah. I put up a swimsuit try on, and a man said, you're not saving, basically you ain't saving yourself for your husband, you revealing yourself, and y'all know the slogan, save some for your man, or hide some stuff for your man, don't reveal yourself too much, whatever. Y'all know what I'm saying. But he said that basically in a nutshell, and he was kind of on the verge of, I'm gonna get back to that, but he said that, and I just came back and was like, when you go to the beach, when you you wear a bathing suit, so why is it so bad that I'm up here showing plus size women, or women in general, how a certain bathing suit looks on an unairbrushed, a real body with cellulite, with rolls, with stretch marks? Why? And not to say that if you don't have all that stuff, your body isn't real, but a relatable body, I guess I'll say, a body that a lot of women have, and not this facade of a perfect hourglass, no stretch marks, no cellulite body. I'm just here to try on clothes and let people see how it fits on me, and maybe if you're shaped like me or similar body types or whatever, then you can see how it might look on you, because we shop on these websites with these, and honestly a lot of companies are getting better with that, but Why is that a problem to show how things will fit? I'm not up here trying on thongs, you know? I'm not up here, I just don't, whatever. You know, so over it. So, anyways, he had said that, and I just clapped back, like, get the fuck out of here. Like, when you go to the beach, you see a bunch of women in swimsuits. So what do you mean I'm not saving myself for my man? Like, don't come on here and try to one fat shame, one anything, body shame. There's people out there who are smaller, who get body shamed, who are too thin, and then you're too fat. You will never be perfect enough for anybody. You know, you will never be perfect enough for anybody. So you have to be perfect for yourself, and you have to love yourself for you, because you can't please everybody. There is not, I see so many beautiful women, and somebody in the comments always will pick on something about them. You know, you will never be perfect for everybody. You will never, I don't care what kind of, Beyonce is idolized by so many people. Rihanna, Tiana Taylor, beautiful women, J-Lo, all these people. And it's always somebody who'll say they're too big, too small. Oh, you're losing your butt, you're losing this, whatever the case might be. But whatever, you know, whatever. Because you would never be perfect for everybody. But yeah, back to what I had said. I just really talked. I paused the video because I was because my roommates were making noise. But I was just talking for 5 minutes and it wasn't recording. But what I had basically said in a nutshell is this guy that I not grew up with, but when I came to college, I met him. And we became cool. Like, we were associates or whatever, friends, whatever you want to call it. And 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, I used to do I'll say 2 years ago, I used to do these videos on Instagram, 15-second videos, because we didn't have a minute back then. And yeah, and I probably said something to the fact of, dudes so disrespectful, dudes being your DMs, like saying whatever, they come in your DMs, showing your penis, and I was like, have some respect, like basically probably something of that nature. And he had the nerve to come to me and say some cliche ass quote that he probably saw on Twitter, and he commented on the page and was like, oh, it's a man's job to respect a woman, but it's a woman's job to give him something to respect. Beautiful quote. Love it. But what the fuck ever. You understand? Just because you saw something trending or you saw a popular tweet on Twitter and you put it in your head to use on the next woman that you thought you was going to come for, and so happened it be me, no. Don't think you're going to get away with that bullshit. So, yeah, I'm like, honestly, you are not one to talk, because, you know, I'm not about to go sit here and go in on him, but I don't really know his life. Like I said, we were cool, but we weren't that close. But I just thought it was real cute that he said that, and it was kind of reminding me of the dude who commented on the video or whatever, saying that showing too much, not saving yourself for your man. Like, get the fuck out of here, because not everything is done for a man. Not everything is done hoping that I get a man or hoping that some man will find me attractive or whatever the case might be. I don't do everything for no fucking man. I barely do anything. You understand? Unless you're mine, I don't give a fuck what you think. Basically. Like, I don't wake up in the morning and say, oh, let me put this makeup on. And I don't even put makeup on every day. But I don't get up and say, let me do this, let me wear this instead of that, because maybe this man will be like, damn. You know, not everybody does everything for the attention of a man. And that's what people need to understand. You need to drop your fucking ego and your pride down 25 notches. So, yeah. That was that. It was something else I wanted to touch on, but I really forgot. I know I said I was going to do the video about the guy in another video separate from this one. But I really forgot what else I was saying. But it basically was what I said earlier is, you know, nobody will ever be perfect for everybody. Like, because somebody is not going to like something about you, whether it's your skin tone, your hair, your height, your amount of cellulite, stretch marks. Somebody is going to hate something about you. It's just sometimes people just are filled with negativity, and people are pessimists, you know. They're pessimistic, so they don't really want to find anything good in you. No matter how good you are of a person, they don't give a damn, you know, because they're not happy with themselves and they're not good people. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. I believe I can't really think of anything else, but that was really on my mind. But yeah, that was basically it. And I basically was like telling myself, I was like, you know, insecurities and self-love and all of that has nothing to do with size anymore. You know, one day a couple of people actually said this on some try-on hauls. They was like, you know, I wish I was plus size, or I'm not even plus size, and I watch you. And I'm like, you know, well, thank you, because I watch a bunch of people who aren't plus size all the time. I don't care about what size you are. If you have an entertaining channel, if you try on trendy items, if I think I can recreate your look in a plus size form and think I could pull it off, then I'm going to do it. I don't care what size you are. I don't care what color you are. You understand? What race you are. I don't care. But yeah, I watch so many things and so many people, and I never find myself commenting like, wow, even though you're skinny, I love watching your videos. Like, even though I would never be able to wear this stuff, or they'll never make this stuff in my size, I still watch your videos. I don't have to do that. But I remember somebody saying, I wish I was plus size because y'all get way better clothes than us or something like that. And I just was thinking, like, you know how long it took before we got some decent clothes that were actually trendy and not curtains or tablecloths or whatever, bed sheets with prints on them, you know? And it was like very few stores who offered stuff like that, who offered trendy stuff that people actually wanted to wear and people actually felt beautiful in. It was just a lot of companies just offering stuff to cover you up, to just say they got plus size, you know? So it took us a long time to even get to this point where we have options, you know? Straight size has always had options in my eyes. You know? So, yeah, plus size is not a trend, you know? It's not like we're these different fucking species and, yeah, we're not no different species, and and kind of that feels like when I hear that sometimes, it almost feels like and sometimes when I hear that, it's kind of like a guy having a fetish, you know? Or people having a fetish with your size. Like, it's just different, you know? But I understand, because I hear a lot of plus size people saying they wish they were straight size, so I guess, you know, but I don't think you want the backlash that we get as plus size women. I don't think you want the comments and the hatred and the shit that we have to deal with. I don't think you want that. But you want the fashion, but that's cool, I guess. But yeah. I just thought that was a little different. I also wanted to do like this thing where we can, like, I don't know, but I had a question, and I see a lot of girls on like Instagram and stuff, and they talk about how guys love big women in the dark but never outdoors in the light and stuff like that. And I think it has some truth to it. And I'm not gonna dispute it or anything like that, but I guess I just want to know, like, has anybody ever gone through it? And I kind of want to have like a discussion topic on it, because personally, I've never experienced that. You know, I've never been out and saw somebody that I've talked to or chilled with or whatever the case was, and they not want to claim me or hug me or speak to me or whatever. They act like they didn't see me. I never had that. Like, some people go out of their way to speak and stuff. So I'm just like, you know, who are these guys that we're dealing with that don't want people to know that they deal with us? Like, but I will say, I did talk to a basketball player recent, not recent, like real recent, but last summer. And even with him having a reputation as a basketball player or whatever, he wasn't like that, you know. And it's usually the guys who are really popular, they want to be seen in a certain light, who might have a problem with who they talk to or who they're attracted to, and they don't want other guys to know what they're attracted to. But honestly, I was brought around his guy friends who were also on the basketball team, and you know, it wasn't really anything. I didn't feel uncomfortable. I didn't feel like a joke or anything like that. But there are guys out there who love themselves a plus size woman, or who fall for these plus size women, and they just never take it to that level because of what their friends will say, what their parents will say, you know, what their ex-girlfriend will say. Wow, that was your upgrade. Wow, that was a downgrade. You got yourself a fat bitch now. Like, you know, the shit people will say to try to make you feel bad. But at the end of the day, if you got a woman, period, no matter her size, who's on her shit, you know, who carries herself well, there is no shame, you know. There is no shame there. And if you do have shame, then shame on you, you know. Then you don't even deserve her. You're trying to hide her, but she's everything that you ask for in a woman. You understand? It's so crazy how people can't get past color. People can't get past size. You know, people can't get past just certain little things. It's like really shallow. But yeah, I just was like, I never personally had that experience, and I see so many women who go through it. But yeah, the last guy I talked to, he was proud to show me off, you know, proud to be affectionate in public. And it's just like, wow. And that's the video of the guy that I'm going to talk about, and that complicated situation. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. This was just some random shit on my mind. And I also wanted to shout out Yanni Red, I believe that's her name on here, because she introduced me. Matter of fact, I have one more topic. One more topic. She introduced me to this company. No, I'm going to do that in a separate video, but I'm going to be doing the same thing because I think that's going to go on a little bit longer. So yeah, I'm going to talk about that in the next video. But shout out to Yanni Red, okay?